LP Master 6, and welcome to yet another Game Boy game from 1998. It's Pokemon Trading Card Game. It is a spin-off video game from the main games that is based on the trading card game that is based on the video games and the anime that is based on the video games, which is also based on some of the manga, which is based on the video games. So, when you look at Pokemon Trading Card Game, you're not usually going to get the Game Boy game, but here it is! For Game Boy Color. Also playable on an original Game Boy. How was that intro? Was that good or terrible?
Good. That was good.
I'm joined today by...
I'm Bigman!
This is Dexter, aka Sloosh Magoo, aka Bigman.
Oh.
Dexter Hickman, Flexter Bigman, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah,
But
I have my own tier.
That's true. On my Patreon, there is a Dexter Hickman tier. Please do it. Please sign up and pay me $25 a month, please. This guy's canon name is Mark. I have no source for this. Bulbapedia has said this. My whole life, practically. Not really. I've been alive longer than Bulbapedia.
Yeah.
But I looked it up. I asked the whole Spoiler Goblin Discord, and me and Spoiler Goblin could not find a single source. But I trust Bulbapedia, even if there's no source for the name. His Japanese name is Park, which is a pun because the way it's spelled and pronounced is Paku. Pack, as in
Which
a
is
booster
like a
pack
pack,
of
yeah.
cards.
Wow.
Mark is crazy about Pokemon and Pokemon card collecting, which in the Japanese version, it says that he recently became crazy about Pokemon and Pokemon card collecting, giving more context to his rich backstory. One day, Mark heard a rumor. The legendary Pokemon cards, the extremely rare and powerful cards held by Pokemon Trading Card Game's greatest players, ... The Grandmasters are searching for one to inherit the legend. Dreaming of inheriting the legendary Pokemon cards, Mark visits the Pokemon card researcher, Dr. Mason.
On your mark, get set, go.
That's a good one. Why is there a Pokemon card researcher? There's a whole lab for Pokemon cards. Oh, why the rush, Mark? What? You want to learn how to play the Pokemon trading card game? So you two finally want to start playing the card game. Why do they know each other if Mark isn't into the card game? Did he ask him about collecting the cards, or do their do Mark's parents know Dr. Mason?
So does
I lied. His backstory's not rich at all. The plot of this game is just paper thin.
How did he move here recently?
Yeah, I don't know. This whole region, I guess you could call it, we'll get more into that later, is called TCG Island. This is a whole society of people secluded on an island where the whole culture is based around a trading card game, a single trading card game with 228 cards in it, or 26?
Yep, 226.
Oh, well, technically there's 228 in the game, but more on that later. Well, dueling is more fun than just collecting cards. First, you should try playing with a practice deck. Here, I'll give you this deck. And now you need an opponent. Hey, Sam, play with him for a while. Yes, Dr. Mason. You take Sam.
Yes, Dr. Mason. Hello, Mark.
Okay, let's give it a try. We all walk one by one to the table. Hey, Mark, hurry and come here.
Get over here.
First, ask Sam the basics of the game.
Okay, Mark. What do you want to ask about?
Why do we not? Well, I want to hear it from Dr. Mason. He's the expert.
Yeah.
But whatever. I guess we can go through this stuff.
In order to do anything, Pokemon must have energy cards. If no energy cards are attached, the Pokemon will not be able to attack or retreat. There are 7 types of energy cards: grass, fire, water, lightning, psychic, fighting, and colorless.
Those are the types of Pokemon in the game as well. I don't think this game does a very good job at all of teaching the trading card game, so maybe we can try to explain it over some of this text. First of all, the text speed can't be increased until after this tutorial, but you can increase it. This is a dreadfully slow text speed. And I never say that about games. I always keep my text speed low. That's just how bad this one is. But essentially, I'm going to compare this to the main Pokemon games because I think everyone interested in this already knows about those. So I apologize if you only want to know about the card game and not the main game. But essentially, to use moves, you need energy. You can only apply one energy card per turn. You start with 7 cards from your deck of 60 cards in your hand. You can play a Pokemon, they're talking about evolution now, you can play a basic Pokemon like Bulbasaur or Pikachu that is not evolved. And then you can play, not in the same turn, but any turn afterward, if you draw, like say Ivysaur, you can put that on your Bulbasaur. And you can evolve and play in the same turn. The only thing that takes a turn is attacking. So you can use items and anything, just like the main games, on your turn. So evolving during battle is one of the major differences. And also the types are a major difference. Because there are not as many types, and they kind of screwed up some of the types. Like normal is colorless, and electric is stupidly referred to as lightning in the TCG. I don't know why. They've also limited the statuses you can get, but I think we should just explain those when we get to those. You should choose Dome. Oh, done. I was like, what is it talking about? I guess this is important. So, here, we'll let Sam tell it.
Generally, the win or loss of a duel is decided by prizes. Prizes are cards that you may draw when you knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon. You win if you knock out as many of your opponent's Pokemon as there are prizes to be drawn. You will lose the duel if you have no cards in your deck at the start of your turn, or if there are no Pokemon in your play area. So be careful!
Yes, so essentially if you run out of cards in your deck, the next turn you lose. If you are out of Pokemon in your bench, your play area, not your hand, but your play area, you lose. And prizes are cards that are yours that you set randomly at the beginning of a match. Either 2, 3, 4, or 6. They don't let you choose in this game, except in multiplayer. So it just depends on the CPU you're fighting. Because again, they made a full RPG out of this trading card game. And
it's pretty good.
It actually is pretty good. As far as like role playing, no, it sucks ass. But as far as game, it's pretty good. They say that actions speak louder than words. So let's play a game. Since this is your first time, just try to learn the basic steps. I'll be coaching you, so follow my advice. If you don't do as I say, we won't be able to proceed.
And
I'm not going to ask for that guy's help again.
He's not lying.
It might be easier if you read the Pokemon trading card game instruction booklet while we play. Oh. Okay, then.
Do you have that?
Let's start your practice game. I never owned it because my mother bought me this game in a group of Pokemon Game Boy games on eBay. Since this is just practice, do not shuffle the deck. The shuffle, that's so unnecessary. Why even have that? This is fully scripted. Every single card drawn in this tutorial, and you can never skip it no matter what. And you can even replay it. It's all completely scripted. This song is great, though. Get ready to hear it a lot. Alright, let's try to do Staryu. Choose Goldeen for this practice duel, okay? Alright, dude.
He's so sassy, dude.
Yeah, I love Dr. Mason. Now, we can actually start ranking the Pokemon professors. Professor Oak is way better than this guy. And that's all we got so far. Now, I would rank this guy over Hey You Pikachu version of Professor Oak. That guy fucking sucks. Oh, yes, okay. We're putting Staryu on the bench. Now, I am going to over-explain this because, again, I was very confused by practically everything about this game as a kid because I was stupid and because they overdo the tutorial, but they don't do a good job at a tutorial, if you ask me. So, I don't know. But I'm very sorry for this long intro. Do you think it's going okay so far?
I think it's going great.
You think it's being dragged out for too long?
If it is, then it's exactly how the intro of this game usually goes.
I mean, I guess that is true.
It's very fitting.
I think you want to use an energy card, especially early game, like as often as possible. Even if you think you won't need it, energy cards are very important. Again, you can only attach one per turn. So there are limits on what you can do, but as far as trainer cards, which are basically item cards, don't know why they didn't call them item cards instead of trainer cards. I mean, they're not all items. Some of them are like Professor Oak or Bill, but you can use as many of those per turn as you want. You can essentially play technically 60 cards in one turn, technically. But that's not a good idea at all. All right, he's teaching us about evolution. I used to think for some reason that evolution required energy. No, you don't have to have any energy. Oh, this is also important. Colorless, that symbol, there are colorless energy cards, sort of. They're not regular energy cards, so we'll get into those later, but that just means use any energy. Any energy card will work for that attack or for whatever is being required. I don't remember what he wanted us to do, but I'm pretty sure he just wanted us to attack an energy. Oh, that's right, we're doing Seeking. He let me do it out of order.
Oh
that's
my
crazy.
God.
I can't believe it. I think he wanted me to evolve it into Seeking first. Oh. What?
Well, please
do
follow his
Oh, I have to... Wait, what? Are you kidding? Oh, a Psychic. Oh, I fucked up the turn, so he's mad. Okay. Wait, let's see. I was supposed to evolve first. Is he gonna get mad if I do it out of order? No. Okay, thank God. But if you think the opening's over the top as it is, he tells you to follow along in the instruction manual, right?
Yep.
You know what's in the instruction manual? Step by step, this scripted fight for like 5 pages.
That's insane.
Why? I have some notes about the instruction manual. So first off, this game is named Pokemon Card GB in Japan, matching the trend of most first-party Game Boy games seemingly having GB at the end. I'm glad we didn't have that here. I mean, we had 64 at the end of a lot of games, but on the 64, obviously, not the Game Boy. But I feel like the GB's kind of annoying. It was going to be named Pokemon Card originally here in the West, but I guess they decided to line it up with the actual trading card game. Alright, what did he want me to do? Water on... I didn't press that at all. It doesn't matter, he's gonna get mad and make me start the turnover, so...
Please follow his guidance,
I'm
dude.
so sorry. No, I don't need to practice again. Water on Staryu. Yes, that's what I was trying to do!
Now.
My bad.
Let's play the game.
I didn't mean to match the button. Oh, wait. He wanted Horn Attack. Okay. Yeah, if you try Waterfall, he gets mad.
Yeah.
Even though either way it's going to kill him.
You don't need
shot.
that much damage. It's only 10. Come on.
Even though there's no drawback. Alright, so again, these prizes used to confuse me. These are not your opponent's cards. These are your cards. So you get a prize that you can use in the game for defeating a Pokemon. Even though you can't use the final prize because the match is over, you still get to see what it is.
And sometimes it's very huge. You get the card that you need. It's very hype.
Oh yeah, it's pretty great. Not when it's the final prize though, because then you're like, it doesn't matter because the fight's over.
Then you get mad.
Yeah. Well, I don't get mad because the fight's over, so I have no need to get mad. Why is my water all the way across the room? I normally put it right next to where my foot goes, but I put it across the room. That's weird. I'm sorry. That's irrelevant. We should start the whole video
Wow.
over. Damn it. What did Dr. Mason want me to do?
You gotta be paying more attention.
Really,
Follow his guidance.
I really,
Please.
really do. No! This is the worst intro ever.
You need to practice again.
Drowsy. Water on Drowsy. And then Waterfall. Okay, I put the water on Staryu instead. My bad. My fucking bad.
Also, what a terrible deck anyway.
So, no, we're not going to get into decks yet. That's way too early.
No.
We're talking about the manual. So, Mark and Ronald, a kid from the neighborhood, were trading cards upon hearing of the legendary cards. Whoever defeats all 4 Grandmasters will receive. And both of them decide to go for it. So in the manual, you find out early you have a rival named Ronald. You're not necessarily friends, but you live in the same neighborhood and got into Pokemon cards and were trading at around the same time. In the manual, Mark speaks out loud to himself. I don't remember the quote. He's like, wow, I really want those legendary cards. And he also Dr. Mason, in the manual version of the opening, says, Mark, are you sure you have the dedication required to get the legendary cards? And Mark says, yes, I can do it, even though he just got into Pokemon cards. I feel like it's just his newest hyperfixation. Dr. Mason's going to train this guy up, and he's going to get bored of it halfway through the game, like I did as a kid. Except I just didn't understand the game. I was terrible at it. All right, so we're doing Star... Oh, that was the whole... Okay, cool. Great. And we drew a potion. That would have been great earlier for Seeking.
Yeah, I just think, like, these guys have real science, like, science degrees just because they're sitting around making decks all day.
Yeah. Yeah, this culture is strange. TCG Island is a weird place to be. We don't find out anything else about any other industries happening. But I guess it all makes sense from Mark's perspective, from the protagonist's perspective. He doesn't care about any of that. He cares about the cards. But as you saw on the map, there are like so many large buildings filled with people, and their only purposes are related to the Pokemon trading card game. Now, we don't know if this is in the Pokemon game universe. Like, if Pokemon actually exist in this world. What did he want me to do?
Should've been paying attention.
Okay, potion on Staryu. And then a slap? Right? No!
Please follow his guidance.
Oh my god! Water. Okay, water on Staryu. Oh, he's preparing us because we're going to evolve at some point into Starmie, hopefully, if we draw the card. So we want more energy. Even though we've maxed out what Staryu can do, we have not maxed out what Starmie can do. Of course, we have no way to check that now, so you just kind of have to know what's in your deck to know, like, okay, what are my chances of evolving? Is it worth it to add more energies to this Pokemon and bank on them not dying so that they can evolve and wreck shit?
Yeah,
that's what the kids say. Still,
it's
right?
It's a lot of strategy. I actually would rather have like a new game that's not a mobile game of their trading card game.
Well, there is a sequel that only came out in Japan.
Oh, I want to play it so bad.
We'll be playing it on the channel at some point. The fan translation. We're all gonna have to emulate it though. Nintendo's not gonna like that. All right,
we're gonna get nuked. Our house is gonna blow up.
Oh. I don't think Nintendo does that.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure. Oh, he's paralyzed, so we're good. So paralysis means you can't attack or retreat on your next turn. If you evolve or retreat, which you can't do with paralysis, that negates any status effect. So evolving will destroy any status effect you have. So it said between turns here. That's pretty much only for status effects to take effects. Like poison does 10 damage between every turn. So after your turn it does 10 damage, and after the opponent's turn it does 10 damage. So poison is nasty.
And there's also toxic in this game too. Some Pokemon do 20 damage a turn.
With poison? Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know that. Yep. Oh god. Alright, select Starmie. Yep, okay. No overkill here, we're good. We are finally out of the tutorial match. That doesn't mean we're out of the opening quite yet, but... And the game still makes you do the coin flip even though the match is over. Or the Machop is dead.
You won!
Alright, so we can look at the info here. You can see how many prizes were left on each side. 0 cards is what you want. That means you won. Active Pokemon no means they lost because they didn't have any Pokemon in their bench. And cards in deck is important because, again, you can deck out. Or card out.
I deck out all the time.
I make people deck out all the time.
It's
I
true.
love stalling people. That's a very annoying but efficient strategy. Basically, this is how the Pokemon trading card game is played. It's a game in which you try to knock out as many of your opponent's Pokemon as there are prizes. That's the gist of it. If you don't understand something, talk to Sam. It might be helpful to practice again, too. This time was just practice, so I had you follow everything I said. We know. But there are other styles of play. So try them out by choosing normal duel. We have to go stand back in his favorite spot, otherwise it would just be awkward.
It's true.
Now then, let's build your deck. Did you bring your cards? Mark handed his cards to Dr. Mason. Let me add some of my own cards to yours. What a nice guy. Now, Mark, what kind of deck do you want? I hate the font it uses for the player character and nobody else.
Now, Mark!
Why is it so much bigger? Please select the deck you want.
Which one are you going with?
No, it's all 3 of the original starters, so not including Pikachu. I am going to go with Bulbasaur. I thought about going for Squirtle because I never actually chose Squirtle as a starter. Because when I did Blue on the channel, in case you've never seen me before, I'm LP Master 6 and I'm Let's Playing every game to completion that is related to every series relevant to the original Super Smash Bros. With some exceptions in release order. So I've already done Pokemon Red, Green, Blue, and Yellow. I did Yellow first though, as that was the definitive version.
It's been almost 10 years.
Since what? Since I did that?
Yeah.
No, that was...
No.
3 years.
Since you started.
Oh, since I started the whole thing. Yeah, it's been 8 years. It's been 8 years.
Yes, sir.
All right, but I'm actually going to go for Bulbasaur in Friends deck. I mean, Bulbasaur is my favorite Pokemon and my favorite starter and my favorite Gen 1 starter and my favorite grass type. It's my favorite everything because it's my favorite Pokemon. Okay, a Bulbasaur in Friends deck. And I know, yes, he's giving me a thumbs down. Not that you guys can see it. He looked at the microphone and gave a thumbs down. Mark received 30 cards.
Whoa, you never have those in your pocket?
You don't really get to find out which ones that you start with, but Dr. Mason gives you 30 Bulbasaur relevant cards. So half of your deck is going to be just no matter what you choose, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander. You should duel with many different people. Why don't you go to one of the card clubs, period? There are many people playing at the clubs. Collect new cards and try building a new deck. Woo! Alright, so first things first, check out our status. 19 minutes! My god! So you start out with 49 cards because you have duplicates. Your deck must be 60 cards, no more, no less, no matter what. And it shows that there are 226, so you see your ultimate goal for the game. Would you like to keep a diary? This is saving. This is sort of a mistranslation because in the main games it's the same. Here in Japan, in the main games, they're writing in a journal. That's how you save. But we just changed it to boring old save.
Yeah.
Now, in some games, you kind of do find out we're, like, writing in a journal or something. But who cares? This is our deck. And we can change it as we please. But right now, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to show you what the default deck can do. It sorts everything by type. So you'll see here that we have, like, bug, poison. Those are all going to be lumped in with grass. Water is pretty much mostly just water. Simple stuff
with
there.
Electricity.
Ground is mostly in fighting. Same with rock. Psychic, Ghost is lumped in with Psychic, which makes sense. We start out with Abracadabra, Ghastly, and Haunter, but no Alakazam or Gengar. That's fine, because I don't like either of those in this game. Jigglypuff, Meowth, Kangaskhan, Eevee, so all normal types in the colorless category. And then we have the trainer cards. We'll go over these as we use them all. We will be using them all hopefully at some point, or at least when we get new ones. Okay. I'd say this is decently balanced for what we have in the early game, except that it gives us no Bill, and Bill is one of the best cards in the game because he lets you draw 2 cards. Fantastic. It also doesn't give us either of our potions, but does give us a revive, which acts as it does in the main games.
And
Revives...
no Gust of Wind.
Oh, it doesn't.
Nope.
Yeah, Gust of Wind forces your opponent to change out, and you get to choose who it changes to. So you can pull out one of their weak Pokemon and just kill it for free, basically. But, yeah, Revive pulls a Pokemon from your discard pile, and half its HP rounded down, which is nice. It's not rounded up, it's rounded down, is gone. So, yeah, there we go. We're going to use this for now. This menu is kind of clunky. You can change the name if you want to, but we're going to keep it the default at the moment. You can see all your cards because we have 90 cards. That's pretty good. So we actually started out with 60. Good job, Mark. You had 60 cards before you decided to play the game. And we're going to turn this up to 4. Because I still like to mash B to see the rest of the text. If you're at 5, it just shows you all the text at once, and that frustrates me. This, okay, if you go to skip some, it skips, I believe, the attack animations if you press B. But not all the animations.
I did not
There
know
are
that.
some animations you can't skip, even with skip some, and you can turn them all off if you want. But that's boring. I want to see the animations. This is a video game. This is my imagination of a card game based on a video game brought to life on an 8-bit screen. Man, that was the longest intro ever.